Hi, everybody. How's it going? Hope y'all are all having a fantastic weekend. We're back at it again in some City Skylines. I'm not going to waste any more time, though. So, we are in City Skylines. And it looks like, even though we are losing money like crazy, we are still in the positive here. So we can actually fix a lot of what is wrong with our city. I thought we were in the negative. So let's go ahead and just get these connected. I think we're in the positive because our soccer team is doing so well. So we'll go ahead and play, and then we should solve all of these power issues with that connection. Maybe. Yeah, there we go. Now we need to keep getting rid of some of these abandoned buildings. Increase the land value right here. And somehow there's actually a demand for commercial space in our city. Like how, who doesn't have power? Well, the landfill's filling up, so we may actually need to get our trash situation taken care of. That's a residential area, so we don't want to do it there. We need to start emptying these into the incinerators. That's what I'm trying to think of. It's only just now occurred to me that y'all couldn't hear the game the whole time. Do I have a train line going anywhere? No, I just have an outside connection. Okay. Then my metro is what's connecting the different districts. I see ya. Okay. Since there is a demand for commercial space, maybe we take some of this newly emptied area. We can turn it into commercial. Some heavy commercial. There we go. Now we're starting to earn some money back. Our cable car's still doing good at least. We'll have it go right over the medical clinic. Let's speed this up a little bit, shall we? I've got a bunch of low-density residential over here. It's not really being built on because there's zero demand for it. So why don't we rezone some of this? Make it low-density commercial instead. Since there is a demand for that, we can make it kind of mixed use right here. There we go. Now we're really bringing in some money. Okay, I think we need to move this. Actually, I think we might need to get rid of it. We'll do that. Make it a little easier of a connection through here. I feel like we may need to bring back our river walk, some pedestrian road. So I put wood down here. Boardwalk for mixed traffic. Okay. It specifically said it was great for shopping districts. And we want the Riverwalk to kind of be a big shopping district. Okay, so now we need to truly make it into an extremely zonable shopping district. Now we don't need a flood wall anymore. And then we can have them come down here. Just kind of zone everything together as commercial right here. We're gonna need access from the street, so we'll have that. And we'll do that. Let's go ahead and just zone everything on the inside to be commercial. Then up here we can have high density residential to support it. Everything around here is going to need water, which is already hooked up. Okay, great. Is anyone even taking these? Let's see, we need a path that can connect to the park. We want to do another river walk on this side, I think. Maybe. Because we don't really need a flood wall here anymore. No paths connecting to the quay right here. Yo! No chats. What do you mean no chats? It's on the bottom. Yeah, you're the first one, Amir. Welcome. We're playing City Skylines. I'm rebuilding the river walks and trying to figure out why the heck... Why do we have a traffic light here? That's not okay. All you need right here is a yield sign. That's all you need. So that is now backing up a ton. But we have kind of a mixed-use street boardwalk. We need to do it on both sides of the river now. We're doing this so that we can develop land a little closer to the river's edge. Makes the land a higher value. Shoreline required. It's on the shoreline. Oh. Oh no. That may be an issue. Some minor flooding. Oh, that prevents that. People going and spamming Baby Shark in your Discord? You know, I won't let the intrusive thoughts win. I will not spam Baby Shark. Doing a little pedestrian street right here, a little boardwalk, real close to the river. route this road to be up here. And then we need to add some connections in. Yeah, we're making loads of money now that we've got power hooked up correctly and everything. The problem with the Boardwalk Street, though, is that it is very much a mixed-use street. What do you mean we have flooding? It's not flooding. Okay, so it is flooding right here. Okay, how are we gonna figure this out? Make it higher up, maybe? Yeah, because it's like just really low to the river right here. Might need to rethink how this is done. Let's see. Because this is the Riverwalk District anyways, really. But I do want to connect everything. And then most of this district is going to be commercial land. We can maybe add some unique, like, water-based buildings here to really give it that Riverwalk feel. Greenlook, I've figured out a solution for our city. So we're not desperate for money anymore. Our soccer team has done really well. So yeah. Rerouted the street, cleared the traffic. So we're doing pretty good. I'm trying to make like a Riverwalk kind of district here, to where everything is going to be light commercial along this boardwalk. I think I need to put in water connections for everything. And maybe power. Because we've got people building close to the windmills. I think we might need to make the land more valuable, because if we go to our land value, well, it's kind of in the middle. Over here is very high value land, so people will want to build on it, but we don't really have any demand for anything right now. I'm trying to see how we can create demand. We've got relatively high value land over here. Maybe if we put a big park right here. No, I can't. It's too steep. And there's one right there, so I don't really need that. Big park. How do y'all think we can create, like, some demand for industry or for commercial use land? I mean, I'm all ears. Want to connect to this quay because that's like the main connection to being right next to the river. It's the whole point of a river walk is to walk the river. I mean, I'm all ears for what y'all suggest. Maybe if we put some housing over here. Some like high density housing. It'll attract some people. Just develop every scrap of land we have. What are cool buildings you can make in the higher levels? Let's see. How many unique buildings have I unlocked? Oh yeah, we've got a ton of unique buildings. We haven't put any unique ones down. Well, we've put down one, and that's City Hall. Let's see. Oh, we have a Ferris wheel. We have basically the London Eye. Where should we put it? There's very little entertainment over here. Maybe right here, right next to the dam. And no, that's where people dump their poop water. So I don't think I'll put a wheel right there. Can it go over here? Yes, it can. Over here near the cable car stop? Yeah. Look at our filthy, dirty city. And now we don't have money for anything else. So let's see, we have statues of wealth, Lazaret, statue of shopping. Where the heck is the statue of shopping right now? We'll be able to make stuff like a huge cathedral or a modern art museum or theater of wonders. Let's see, but from the community pack, oh, we do have some from the community pack we can do. We have a ramen restaurant. Where should we put a ramen restaurant? Let's see, where's a big demand for like leisure and unique buildings? Up here? Yeah, because this is mostly industrial. Well, there is some offices and stuff, so we can put... Oh, now we don't have enough money. Now we don't have enough money. Great. Drive-in restaurant. We'll just put a new restaurant right there. As much as I love residential and industrial, I think what's going to make us money is commercial. Because if you have people living around it and working around it, it'll make you some money. And now we're in the negatives again. Great! Oh, it's because our city-wide power usage policy is just costing us a ton of money. I think we do tax relief for high-density stuff. Acres of land for people? Well, we can zone some farming land. Let's see where we've got... some good arid land right out here. This yellow is fertile land, so we can really zone it for farming, which is what we've got. You see all these like yellow buildings? Those are farming. Those are all farming businesses. That's also what low density housing is for. Like this. All these are like just normal houses. Oh, wow. Big patch of fertile land out here. So let's make a small road. And just... Oh, come on. Okay, we might need to take out a loan from the bank to make this happen. Alright, let's get some farming going. Okay, now we need to make a district that is just like all farming right here. Now we go in here, we say all farming. We zone it all as industrial, which is actually going to be farms. It's going to be all farms. What farming for? I can't. I'll bet there's a mod that will let me, but I can't here. I can't in base game. I can only zone out where the farms are gonna go. I don't even know if there's any being built, because there's zero demand for industrial land right now. See, the bars down here, hang on. These, oh wait, I don't have it on this one, do I? Do I have zoom and follow on here? No? Okay, fine. These bars down here show our demand for each type of land. So green is residential, blue is commercial, and orange is industrial, including farming. But like, these are multi-family homes that people are building right here. Since there's not that big of a demand for farming, that road is probably going to sit empty for a while. Like over here is forestry. These are all forestry. What we really need to do is invest in education so that people are qualified to work at places like this. So let's see, what does our education look like? See, all these homes over here need an elementary school, but we don't have the money. But if we fast forward, we will. Need to increase the education by putting some elementary schools down. Which in turn will make more people want to move here. There is no politics, but there is economics. You can do, like, policies and stuff, and look at how much money we're making now. That's enough for another elementary school, and we can put that over here. Put another couple of them over here, actually. Then high school. High school, we're even worse off over here. We've only got one high school. Let's see, now people are wanting to move in. So we should probably rezone. Well, no, we'll keep that low density. We should have it to where there's nothing in these roundabouts or around them. It's good to see our kind of mixed use road is getting tons of commercial and traffic down here. Bye bye. Moscow shitake tomodachi de yoseko kai wa. So I'm actually going to zone high density, high rise housing along our river walk here. Because the area, yep, right next to the river is very valuable. So people will want to develop here immediately. Same around here. I may have put too many roundabouts here. And the more people we have, the more money we'll make. Let's go ahead and connect the aquarium up to our little river walk here. How can you get VIP? For the Twitch channel, you mean? I could just give it to you, I think. You are now a VIP. All it grants you is bragging rights. That's really it. We also want to get rid of abandoned buildings to increase the land value around them. In the center of all the housing. Do we have any farms? We still don't have any farms being built. Maybe if we add a highway exit right here, it would help. Give some highway access to the area. Because that's important for trucks to get on and off from the farms. Actually, hold on. This intersection. Increase your land size, you get more money, and then you are able to buy other parcels of land. We do have enough if we wanted to increase our acreage. Don't know where we should increase to, though. I'm trying to see what connections does each piece have. Because what I really want to do is run a train line all the way around the perimeter of the city. Right now, our only train option is right here, and that's just an outside connection. Do we have any other parcels that have, like... I'm trying to see, like, what natural resources do we have? We still have a poo water problem. Well, we have the problem of now everything going downriver is poo water. So no road to outside. Seeing what has... This might be our best bet. I think this will be our best bet. Right there. Yep. Smog cloud? There's no smog except over some of the industrial parts. But... That comes from just a lot of industrial stuff being shoved together, having some pollution. You do need to mitigate that in your city. Yeah, smog is bad. We very much don't like smog. Let me make sure we've got... Okay, we can use a public library somewhere. We could use one here. Public libraries are good. They are very good to have around. So that people can be educated. Hi, Virgil. We're cooking in city skylines today. But yeah, like right here, we may need to rezone to some higher density housing. Like in the middle of this block. Because who wouldn't want to live near the soccer stadium? I almost called it football. That's the most un-American thing I've ever done. And high-density housing actually attracts more... Misaki! Hi, Misaki! Welcome in, we're playing City Skylines. We're trying to see if me and chat can manage a city. And right now, I'm learning that I'm terrible at urban planning. Let's actually put a roundabout in right here. I think. Let's be smart. Let's look at where our traffic is heavy. Right here. It's very heavy. So, roundabout builder, we need... Let's see, that'd be 2 lanes on, 1 lane on. So, 2-lane road, we'll do it with wide sidewalks. And put it, well, there. That'll help the traffic kind of be relieved. And that'll help with all the pedestrians going through here. Because someone didn't know how to drive. Yeah, that becomes a problem in here, actually. That becomes a problem in here. And it's very fun to deal with people that don't know how to drive. Because I will tell you, the #1 thing that, like, ruins your capital income is that people do this, and it keeps trucks and stuff from flowing through here. Okay, we should not have attached this road here. We should do it here where it's less busy. Disposition. Spoiler alert, it was me, Virgil. I didn't know how to drive. Yeah, see, this is the kind of thing that we want. Let's see, can we do some leisure? We could do a whole baseball complex, like over here somewhere, maybe? Well, no, they've got plenty of parks. Struggling a little over here with parks. Let's see, is there like a plaza that we could do? I just can't do anything at all. There's something really special. We can do a basketball court over here. Maybe do a tennis court over here. I think we need an incinerator somewhere. I actually need to widen this road. 2 Karens were fighting over a 10-pound turkey in Kroger? Bro. I need to get some chicken later this week to fix for my in-laws' Thanksgiving. We'll upgrade this to a 4-lane. need that to be a 4-lane too. Wait, is there no traffic light here? There needs to be a light here. Actually, no. There needs to be a roundabout. I want to get rid of these landfills right here. There are stars up above, I will always be in love. Okay, so we need to yield. Yeah, traffic from here needs to yield to traffic from here. Yeah, I'll bet it was. The week of Thanksgiving gets so crazy. Okay, see, this is what we don't want. That's what we don't want. I think I've got too many roundabouts too close together here. I might actually end up deleting this one. And this one. We'll just connect these with some small roads. Give it some trees. Bring it over there. And then this too. This is too crazy. I need to redo some of our roads right here. More vertical connections. I'll actually move this park over here. Can we move this park over here? I think I'll actually move this building to here, where it makes more sense. And then I'll also move the stop for the bus that was going here to here. Yeah, Thanksgiving and Christmas. Pray for our for the retail workers during this time of year, for real. Hiroka makes some good beats. He's very talented. See, is there any good place to put some advanced turbines? Well, here, but more advanced turbines. Or just wind turbines for now. Oh, we've actually got a couple of strong spots. There. Add some electricity availability to our city. Oh, we've got our first farm over here. Green Look, you said we should have some acreage for people. We forgot to put the ramps on the highway exit. Oops. I think that might be too steep of an angle. To come off the highway with. That's better. Ramen, you getting up? There we go. One. For now, one lane. Perfect. Yeah, I can see now you got traffic going through here, meaning that people will want to put their business through here. Make sure we have plenty of water available. Yeah, nice acreage for homes. But again, I made this nice acreage for homes and everyone built on top of each other anyways. It's like I've got some acreage right here. You can see those aren't small parcels, but people are building on top of each other. Because that's just how the game works. People will complain if you cut down too many trees, though, I have learned. Yeah, I mean, we can separate them. You know, I guess we could do something like this. No farms yet. There are a few farms, but not many. And then the rest can be industrial whenever it develops. maybe. We've got one farm, or maybe 2 or 3 farms down here. I'm assuming they're gonna start developing near the highway exit. That's my theory. Because again, there's like zero demand for industrial space. Alright, well that's one less landfill. Alright, since there's no demand for industrial space right now, I'm going to rezone all of this as commercial and tear down the industrial buildings over here. I don't feel bad about tearing it all down and replacing it with industrial, with commercial space. It's not just bad for the birdies and wildlife, it's bad for the people because they get sick from the pollution. The reason I had it industrial over here is there are like a few incinerators over here. Oh, we've got people building homes and stuff over here now. See, now that people are living out here, we'll start seeing development out here. Let's see, what other natural resources? I may actually cordon this off as farming and this as forestry. Because there's a lot of trees that are looking to get forested right here. There's a lot of abandoned buildings over here. I think it's due to the worker shortage. Yeah, not enough workers. Maybe we need some people to live over here instead of there just solely being businesses. Some more workers available for them. So we should be seeing, let's see, land value. Yeah, it's a fairly valuable piece of land. And then we have police. Don't have quite enough fire. So I will probably put in another firehouse. Put in one up here too. Thing is, with forestry, they're a lot more prone to fires than all other types of industry. I like crime. Crime's good. Looks like they need it mostly right here. Let's make this block low density housing. No, high density. There's too much traffic for low density. That's it. Golly, that's a lot of traffic. We may actually need a roundabout here. Right here, not highway ramp, but a one lane for sure. Maybe another one there. I'm thinking of maybe 3 roundabouts right here. Yeah, let's do 3 roundabouts. Alright, maybe that'll help traffic right here flow a little bit. Because this is backing up. Need to make sure that it's treated as a roundabout. Abandoned buildings decrease land value. So yeah, look how high value all this land over here is. That's why there's so much development. Meanwhile, over here is relatively low value because it's all industrial and warehouses. It's also low value because this is where all the poop water goes. I'm trying to think, how can we get more farms and development out here? Well, we've got some commercial and residential mixed together, and now we've got farms developing near them. So that idea is working. Yeah, we got some big time acreage. But I've got Japanese houses turned on for some of this, so a lot of it is just piled up together. And then just a bunch of free land. Let's make sure that they have some leisure. Greenluck, what kind of, like, sports field should we put out there? How about a football stadium? A little football park. Right here next to the windmills. Ooh, or we can finally do baseball complex. Boom. Because this is the side of the river with the baseball stadium on it. Why is this land not level? Okay, hold on. Hey, Roman. Hey, Bubby. Soften terrain. There we go. There we go. That looks a little more natural. Well, not there. And we'll soften it out. Oh, no, not like that. There we go. That looks a little more natural. Then we'll put in some paths. Pedestrian paths. Connect to that road. Connect to that road. And connect to that road. All right. So now we have a big baseball park that will attract a ton of people, mostly residential people out here. So we should probably rezone a lot of this to be residential. Hi, Ramen. Hi, Bobby. I know, it's been a long time. Maybe we'll rezone everything near the ballpark to be residential. You know, because people will want to live near a big park. Bookers. Got bookers. No more open field. Well, the open field still exists over here. Kinda. This is gonna be forestry over here, and then over here is gonna be farming. Excuse me, Mom. Thank you. Because this is still some good arid land. Like, all this yellow is good farming land. So wherever it's yellow, I will zone farming. But there's not really much of a reason to zone farming in land that you can't farm on, right? Ramen. That's enough. And all the farms require a road to be attached to. So, like, everywhere that's yellow right here is going to be farms. Gonna make sure our water's all hooked up. So, water towers are essentially wells, but that's not what water towers are for. Water towers are to provide pressure to a system, not for digging down and finding water like in a well. So yeah, that's forestry, that's a mill. It approved it. See it soon. Because, yeah, you've already got some forestry people developing down here on these plots. Tell me you know. Tell me it's okay. We don't have a lot of demand for land in our city right now. Oh, we have some houses developing here amongst the lumber mills. Okay, anywhere that does not have something built on it is getting rezoned. we're gonna make it kind of mixed use. Mixed use is probably our best bet. Just because people want to develop where there's more people. It's like if there's a local store nearby, oh yeah, we should put our house near here. Now that we have that, see how the land value has gone up right here? The more green it is, the higher value it is. So like right next to the shoreline is uber high value. Meanwhile over here, very low value land, except for near the park. See how the value just jumps up near the shore though? We should probably develop that a little more. The problem is we have a bunch of big trucks going through here. Oh, look, we've got a bunch of farms developing right next to the windmills. Just not out here where all the arid land is. Like, they should develop like crazy right there. Forestry people are starting to come in, though. That should bring us in plenty of change. Alright, now for some cool buildings. I downloaded a content creator pack of, like, a bunch of sports stadiums and, like, Japanese buildings, shops of Shibuya. So let's see about shopping. Medium-sized grocery store. Okay. I feel like they've got a bunch over here. Where do we not have a bunch of unique buildings? I guess right here. I like the spacing out. Well, I think they like it pretty well. Because their happiness is in the green. See, there's a high school right here, so we can probably do... Oh, grocery store! It's like a Kroger, I guess. Yeah, it's like a Kroger or a Publix. It adds value to this land around here. So if there is any residential, they'll upgrade and it'll hold more people. Okay, so we need a public library over here too. We'll just make a whole little area right here. Bunch of stuff to do. Bunch of education. Where do we need a high school? We need a high school over here. We'll choose the compact high school. Put it right next to the highway. We need a bunch of well-educated people. And all this education is going to add to the land's value as well. There we go, public library. So lots of education around here. There needs to be a police station on this side of the highway. We still have a problem here, kinda, from people not knowing how to handle this. But I think I have a solution. That is to make it not a road. Oh, we can't tunnel? We are losing a lot of money right now. We walk over here. We're starting to get a little bit of demand around. As you can see, our bar's growing a little bit. So we're back in the negative, but we're not as bad off as we were last time. You know what I'm gonna do? Grab our Move It mod. We're gonna kinda... We're actually gonna straighten this out. So this functionality is a mod. So let's see, follow terrain, toggle snapping, bulldoze, toolbox. What is toolbox? Line up objects? Arrow objects, import selection, set position. I've not really used this tool a lot. Toggle underground, toggle grid. I'll connect clone zones. Because this can also affect your traffic, is, how, like, well it flows. That looks a little better. A little more realistic. I've got to look up how to use this tool a little better. Maybe this is what line up objects is for? I'm trying to... to terrain height? Maybe to object height? Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with these tools, or how to really use them. I'll have to look up after stream how to really use that kind of stuff. Oh, we've got a lot of residential and commercial developing over here, though. Hopefully that leads to some farms like these. Yeah, see, we got these nice little houses. Okay, I think I'm gonna call it for the night because it's 10 o'clock. Wait, how long have we been live? Only an hour and a half. Okay, we'll keep going. Maybe we should solve our poop water situation. I'm trying to think of how we should solve our poop water. I'm thinking maybe a canal that dumps out here, so that way all the water, at least within city limits, is clean. Okay, let's see, does that ruin anything? Okay, over there, bud. It does get rid of our sewage. But that's kind of the goal. Maybe we relocate all these to down here for now. Then... give them some power by connecting them. There. So that should be good. They should be getting plenty of power now. Yeah, there we go. Alright, at least I moved all the poop water from up here to down here. I'm actually gonna canal We'll do a medium-sized canal. Over here. And then it'll dump outside of city limits. So it can officially be someone else's problem. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the newest innovation in Morgan Industries. Our patented hoop chute. Much better than what I've seen most people do, and that is just to throw all the poop into a hole. Alright, I think that's gonna work. There's all our sewage water. It hits right here and distributes out into the ocean. Or into the rest of the river. Do we not have enough sewage? Okay, yeah, no, they're fine. Let me check on our availability, actually. Oh, we actually need more sewage treatment, so it's good that we built this. And we need more water. So it's good that we built this because we need to add water. Water. It is gonna dry up right here. With all this water being sucked up. There we go. Now we should be good. Okay, the poop chute is flooding slightly, so we need to upgrade our channel to be a little bigger, keep it more contained. We don't want a poop lake. We want it to all flow away from everybody. Like it's doing now. Oh, we need to add to the poop chute. This guy needs to be relocated to the poop chute. I want no sewer water near people. All the nasty poopy water goes down this way. And then clears out down here. Which means this should start clearing up soon. Yeah, look at that brown disappear, and it's gonna go down here, and then it's not gonna be our problem. Are these bridges tall enough to support... I've got an idea. I'm gonna raise this bridge, I'm gonna delete this connection, and I'm gonna raise this bridge up and over and connect it to here, so that way it can support ferries that can go all the way down the river. What could possibly go wrong? Right? We're gonna have ferry traffic. Ferries! Ferries! We need to make it a nice big road. Is this high enough? I think it is. Yeah, that should be high enough for a ferry to get under. Okay, so we need a few things to make ferries happen. We need... Looks like I attempted ferries earlier. Need a depot. This has road in it, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. Okay. How about we put the depot down here? We'll replace a section of the Riverwalk with it, unfortunately. But it will be well worth it to have public transportation. Okay, so we need a depot for ferries! I'm trying to build it as far out into the water as I can. So that it looks right. Here we go. Here's a good section to put a stop at. I did not mean to delete that much of it, but okay. Okay. Let's do a pier. It means space already. Okay, we'll put it here. Hopefully this bridge is tall enough to do this. Okay, and then put a pier. There. Okay. So now we need pathways. This bridge is not tall enough now. I'm trying to reconsider if we need this bridge. We can delete this part. I know it'll take off everyone, but right now, frankly, I don't care. We're putting in a bridge. And we're gonna put it in starting up here. It'll be a nice big road. It'll be a big, beautiful road. It'll be the biggest road you have ever seen, folks. Boom, there we go. We'll put another section of Riverwalk right here underneath the bridge. Kind of make up for that park being gone. All right, so how many space already occupied? There. Okay. Jeez. Okay, and then we need to make a route. Oh, I thought this was a stop. Hold on. Oh, does this have to connect to that? Okay, so we've got a pier, a pier. You know what? Let's build a stop here. Kind of have to redevelop this part over here next to the bridge to make room for ferry stop. And then I'll make room up here for a ferry stop. Okay, I think we should be good to go ahead and make a line now. Complete line. Okay, well, let's connect it by road. So we will have to upgrade some of this to an actual road, not just a pedestrian way. Which does make me peeved that we do have to do that, but we ain't got no other choice. Disconnected. Okay, I think we're good with ferry stops. Oh, your mom's making... I didn't even see the blueberry pie. Blueberry pie. Yummy. Let's build some unique buildings before we end stream. I think near the baseball field would be a good place. Or maybe near one of our new ferry stops. We could build a noodle shop near one of our ferry stops. We need something over here. We really need stuff out here. Service station would be appropriate to put like right on a highway exit. Like right here. Right there would be a great place for a service station. Company headquarters. There's plenty over there. How about right there? Right, so a level 1 unique building would be Statue of Industry, which we could put near the fair, or the statue of... There's not one for transportation, is there? We'll do the industry statue, and we'll do it right there. We do have a shopping plaza, which is a small bit of a unique building. Now they have something unique out there. only one of its kind in the whole city. MHA new episode. I have not watched My Hero Academia in forever. So I don't know what I think of the new episode because I have not seen it. Have we not emptied these into the incinerator once before? What's our processing? Oh, our garbage processing is bad. That's part of the reason. Because that's really what these regions are that are so polluted, is incinerators. And it's gonna tick off the townspeople. But bro, we need it. Having forestry industry around it helps. But we need to stop emptying this landfill. Whenever we have less garbage, we will tear down the incinerators. But as of right now, we need them to take care of our garbage problem. No matter how much they suck. Actually, what we might could do... How much does this... How much is 4,800 a week? Oh, it's basically just a giant incinerator. We need to increase our healthcare options. Unfortunately, we need... Well, we're climbing up a little in cemetery usage, but... there. It'll help our healthcare problems. See, this is what I kind of wanted to avoid. It already is that type. Okay. So we need to redo our lanes. So only left turns out of that lane. Boop, boop, and boop, and traffic light. Apply all the rules for the roundabout. Bro's the strategist. I don't know, I'm just trying to make like a turn lane is essentially what I'm trying to make. But see, now we're gonna have a backup here because I think we built this road too close to the roundabout. I hate to take on the American highway solution of more lanes equals less traffic, but I think that's what we're gonna have to do. I mean, a 4-lane road is not too terrible, especially for like an industrial area like this. We're currently in debt now. Okay. Heard something upgrade over here. I don't know what, but it did. Ah, see, the land around here has upped in value. So I think we need to turn this from low density commercial right here into high density commercial and residential. Like maybe do half and half. So like commercial, 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 commercial here. And then do residential for the rest. Street. So now that that land is high value, even though there's not a huge demand, we should start seeing people already starting to build. Looky there. We don't have any money, so we can't build this Riverwalk section back up yet. But once we do start getting some money in... Space already occupied. These will be all low-density commercial along this road. We have a traffic light here, right? Yeah, we do. Okay. This is only 2-lane? Maybe we need to keep it 4-lane through here. I think we need to just keep it small, 4-lane. Keep it small, 4-lane all the way through here. Make this into kind of a collector road. this a big avenue with bus lanes. Doesn't seem like a bad idea. Add a little median in there. Isn't there a... Yes, there is a small road with bus lanes. Add bus lanes all the way up to here. Yeah, you can see all this high density stuff being built near the river, and then we'll have all the lower density stuff be out near the mountains. Alright, we are in a much better place now than we were when we started. I will say. What on earth, y'all? Why? Why do y'all have so much trouble driving? Y'all are driving me up the wall. Look at this traffic. What on earth, dude? Okay. Let's see, we have 2 lanes and 2 lanes, so we're gonna need at least 2 lane with wide sidewalk. We'll do it up here, I guess. We'll just make it big enough to where we can connect that road to it. People cannot drive, I swear. Parking. And then totally relieve traffic in this area. I think we'll put a pedestrian path right there, so that we can make a tunnel to go underneath this section of road so the pedestrians don't have to try and cross this road. All right, people? It's a roundabout. How hard are we struggling? Oh, it's because there's a traffic light here. No traffic light. And we're gonna make this into kind of a main boulevard through here. Sorta, kinda. We do have the 4 lane through here. And here. So yeah, now the traffic light's down there. Just eliminate this street too. have it be pedestrian. Pedestrian connection. Glorified Park. All the way around here. Forget glorified park. Actual park. All right, people, let's learn how to use a multi-lane roundabout. This will be like our Central Park, kinda. Alright, let's see if we can put a unique building down up here. Plaza of the Dead, maybe? Or are we lacking some unique buildings? Up here, maybe? Lacking some parks up there, so we ought to put that up there. And over here. First thing people see when they come to the city, a tribute to money, where all the trees in it are dead. Maybe it should be a tribute to terrible garbage processing. Start emptying. Start emptying. Start emptying. Okay, see, that's how it should flow. Now we're talking. Okay, people, what are we doing parking on here? What? Y'all, Can we learn how to use the roundabout, please? I swear it will change your life. Do you own Half-Life or Black Mesa and Half-Life 2? I do not. I have never played Half-Life. Greenluck, I've never played Half-Life. I was a sheltered child. Maybe more accurately, I was not a wealthy child. I did not own many video games. Gotta play it Tuesday? Wait for Tuesday? Oh, is there a big Steam sale going on? Wait for Tuesday? No? Is there a big announcement coming or something? Are they finally announcing Half-Life 3? Oh, you get it? You do not have to get me this game, Greenluck. Do not. I would rather you donate the money to charity than for you to give this game to me. I appreciate the thought, but honestly, I would... Look, if you want to, that's fine. I'm not gonna say no to free stuff. That would be stupid. But I would rather you bless someone that needs the money more than me. I would rather you donate the money to charity. That ought to clear things up right here. Oh, look, there go our ferries. There they go. Way too low to actually be of any use. Alright, let's look at our... We need to build a college somewhere because... Do we not have a single... We have one university. We need like a community college over here. Let's speed up until we have the money. It's part of the reason no one has any workers is because there's nowhere to teach them. And escalate. You mean space already occupied? It's the road. Oh, we have enough money. We could do it here. Good community college. That ought to upgrade a lot of the... Yeah, a lot of the land over here is being upgraded. Need to redo this whole area right here.
Hi, Mommy.
Maybe instead we have... What do you mean? Why are we going negative now? Okay, all of this needs to be housing. All of this needs to be, like, high-density housing. Right here. Oh, no one can use this because we don't have a road. I need to borrow some money and build us a road that actually connects to here. Oops.
Hi, Ronnie.
There we go. Now people can actually use this. Anyways, what I was gonna do is do this. Put a little pedestrian street through here. And then high density commercial right in the middle. Make a little shopping area. Okay, I think we're ready to call it. We're in a much better spot than we were. We're losing people for some reason. Everyone seems pretty happy except for over here where they have no power for some reason. That's why we were losing people. Okay. Man, no one uses the dam as a bridge anymore. Okay, we're gonna add one more road and then I think we're gonna call it. There we go. Alrighty. Let's save. Chat City. Right after saving. And thank y'all again for tuning in. I appreciate you all coming by for these gaming streams, even though it's not bread and butter. But I really do appreciate y'all coming by. Let's see who we can raid tonight. Greenlook, do you have any suggestions? Or Misaki, if you're still here. Let's see who's live. Oh, Melinda's still alive. We'll raid her. Alrighty. Y'all enjoy your time over at Melly's channel. A.M. raid. Then hype. All right, get that chat message copied down, and I will see y'all over at Melly's stream. Have a good night, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.